Hello everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mana. Unfortunately, Rabbi is just a little weak. He's not swole enough to, be a cool guy, so we're just gonna let him graze out in the field, and also feed him. I'm pretty sure Rabbi's kinda hungry right now. I don't know if Rabbites are carnivores or herbivores, so let's give him a good mix. Give us some beef, some orange squid, and grapes. And he gets to play outside because he's such a good rabbit. Look at little rabbit just sitting there being happy. What a good boy. Welcome back. Our world is growing as we get more and more artifacts. Got a lot to use, but I think I'm gonna use this interesting thing right here. This looks like a good spot on the edge of the world. Man, placing artifacts is always the best part about this game. They have such quaint little animations. Now, I am running it alone today because this is not exactly a hard mission. That and it'll give us time to enjoy this good music. Now, what do we got here? Rust? What kind of dude would dump rust here? What the? Oh, hello. Are you Watts? Oh. Hello, Pokeel. What's up? I do kind of want to buy some of these fine products. So let's go find the store owner, since we're such a good guy. Gal. What have you. Like, I'm not quite sure if we met these dudes before, but these are mole dudes. They're pretty tricky mainly because they have quite a good recovery time. Even if you combo them, like if you give them a split second, they will still punch you. Not for a lot of damage, mind you, but... Oh hey, what are you doing here, Duel? Man, you get around. But yeah, as I was saying, mole dudes don't do a lot of damage, but they tend to come in numbers. I'm also pretty sure I showed this off last video, but we have the dive attack that you do when you jump, which is actually a really good ability. It's a great way to get stun and approach someone and continue a combo. It's a great starting ability, I should say. It tapers off in usefulness later on, but yeah, starting out, it's great. Also, I forgot to swap out double jump. Suffice to say, high jump's better. There are a lot of empty rooms in this mines. What in the world? Well, I suppose one man can only mine so much. Huh. So interesting note, these caves have Kung Fu Yeti. These guys are actually relatively strong. They typically only come in one-on-one fights though, so they're not tough fights. But if you're not paying attention like I am, you can get hurt. That dude just clotheslined me for 12% health. It's kind of flipping around trying to learn skills, that's all. And I damn near died there, wow. Those dudes also give a lot of EXP, so it's nice to learn that. Also, we learned Moonsault. That is the best jump in the game, mainly because it gives you a high jump with a boatload of invincibility frames. We'll use that later though. Right now we're gonna try to learn a skill that I showed off way earlier in the LP. By the way, I'm pretty sure other dungeons have showed it off, but those sprite statues are actually save points. But you don't typically need them because quests don't last all that long. Ah, slimes, you're back. I'm done with you. Evade is interesting because it is a really good get out of jail free card. Like if you punch in the input 9 out of 10 times you'll get out of any trouble you're in. The only issue is that it's random. Also, now that we've been introduced to magic, we're seeing a lot more of it. That weird little ghost puppet there casts magic, typically earth magic, and while it's not all dangerous, it can hurt. Especially later on when levels start going farther away from our house and enemies by scale become more stronger. Ooh, I mastered an ability that I don't have the skills for. That's interesting. Backroll's pretty neat. It's not important initially, but it leads to a fun skill. We're not trying to learn it though. Oh, hello. Yeah, in the quest Fairies Light, somebody mentioned that the Dud Bears work in the mines quite frequently, and we just so happen to be in those mines. Go figure. It's almost as if I had an idea of what I wanted to build. Probably your greatest asset when using STs is going to be area clear STs. They don't do much damage, but they spread the damage out a lot, so if you can hit an entire mob with it, you can pretty much sweep up a random encounter pretty quickly. Interesting thing about Ulcan mines is that it's a lot of tight corridors. This doesn't mean much in terms of combat, but, like, well, it makes things hard to move around. Also, hidden trait of the nunchucks, at least I think it's the nunchucks, they hit a lot farther behind you than most weapons. Which makes a little bit of sense if you've ever seen a kung fu movie. I'm just sitting here playing around with lunge and evade. Or lunge and retreat. Some weird vegetation around here. What the hell? Are these mushrooms? Hello, friend. How you doing? But I want to buy stuff from you. Come on. Dude, I really need items. He wasn't kidding when he said danger because... Say hello to Tropicalo. That's right, the second boss in Secret of Mana is right here. And I actually like this version of Tropicalo more. Mainly because he's a gimmick fight. There are two heads. You got the left one and the right one. The right one is the primary offensive one. If you leave it on its stem, it will cast magic that is basically either aura or dryad. And if you knock it down, it does a suicide attack that will pretty much instantly kill you this early in the game. The left dude is the tanky guy. He takes a lot of hits to take down. And he's also generally frustrating because he causes confuse at times. Here we can see the red flower causing us a lot of trouble. But the idea of this fight is that the main body of Tropicalo doesn't actually take damage unless we rip off a head. However, normal attacks just don't cut the jib. Notice how we're using basic attacks quite frequently and it's not taking out that head. If you want to tear off a head of Tropicalo, typically you want to use heavy attacks. Anyone works fine, I just like to use either jumping or uppercut because it'll allow you to, like, get out of that a lot faster. And you will be doing most of your damage by tearing off the red stem. Because this dude takes a good while to kill. I believe he has roughly 5 HP bars. Now these are not like boss HP bars, these are normal HP bars, but it still takes a good while to take him out. Unless you have a super meter, which is weird, because why am I not using it? Tropicalo himself only has 2 HP bars, but each like head torn off is roughly 1/4 health, so you're gonna be tearing off a lot of heads. Here we go. Get some new use out of my ST. Twilight doesn't do a lot of damage, actually. I think that was just barely above an HP bar. Kind of disappointing, actually. Also, evade is actually pretty good here because you can cancel basic attack combos with abilities. So if you're in trouble like this, you could just use evade and get out of there. But that's for babies. Take the hit to the chin, be a man. Now take notice here that we have torn off the head, but the main body hasn't taken damage. That's because you can't actually kill Tropicalo until you tear off both of its heads. When it's this low in HP, it'll just stop respawning heads. Oh yeah, that dude could actually attack, by the way. He just doesn't do it often because, well, I don't know. Also, here's why Confused sucks. Super meter wasted, and then I go all the way over there. Awesome. It is nice to know when Tropicalo's out of heads, because then you can just take your time, play around, sharpen your skills in combat. Or you could just get confused all the time. Alright, I'm done. Screw this. And that's Tropicalo. Do a couple victory evasions. Hey, we got it. Yeah, we just killed it. No, I'm not joking. We nunchuck the fuck out of a plant. Yeah, it's me. Don't got a good memory, do ya? What? Can I? Oh, this will be good. Let's hear it. Good song. Good song. 10 out of 10. I'd buy another ticket. I noticed. Now, about Watts, I don't know if he's a midget or like some kind of Yosemite Sam motherfucker. But yeah, little cactus, I got to see a show today. I'll see you folks next time.